In this episode,
Other people have to be around in order for inaction to count as selfish.
Yes.
Okay, so then what would we call it if we don't call it selfish, uh, but you are doing things that benefit yourself? How would we label that? Welcome to another episode of the Selfishness Project, where we explore the idea of selfishness. Today, I'm here with
Jim.
Jim. All right, Jim. So let me ask you this question about that I asked you before we were on camera, and hear what you think. Do you think it's good to be a selfish person?
It depends on the dose of selfishness. I think it's good to be a little bit selfish because, firstly, people should always focus on themselves to be able to help other people. So, like, for example, if I'm not focused on myself, I will not be happy in life. I will not achieve my goals. And if I do not achieve my goals, I will lose confidence and so, etc. So if I first think about myself, I will help others. I will make the world a better place by helping others.
Mm. So is the reason for thinking about, or the reason to be selfish is so that then you can help others better?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason to be selfish is not because it helps yourself.
Yeah.
It's because it allows you to help others more. That's the
Yeah.
idea. Okay. I wonder whether that should really be called selfishness then, because if the reason you're doing it is not because it benefits you, but because it benefits somebody else,
Yeah.
then
I mean, there's a win-win situation actually. Like if I go, other people should come with me.
Hmm. Okay, so when you're selfish, that does not mean that you're doing something that's harmful to somebody else. You're
Yeah.
both winning.
Yeah.
You're both benefiting. Usually when I think, or at least often, when people say that something is selfish, some action is selfish, they do mean that it's doing harm to other people. So, and if you look up the word in the dictionary, it'll say something like pursuing your own interest at the expense of others. So it sounds like you might have a different understanding of the term selfishness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. So if you had to give a definition of selfish, how would you define it?
I would define it as uh, thinking about yourself, like do the things that you want to do first, like not first thinking about others. You must think first about yourself. That's what I think.
Okay.
Not harming other people.
Okay, so thinking first about yourself. So, going back to what you were saying earlier, when you were saying it's good to be selfish because it allows you to better help others. Uh, so I guess trying to apply the definition that you just gave to that. Another way to say that would be it's good to think about yourself first so that you can help others.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, I'm wondering whether one of those are those like in conflict. Like, can you really be thinking about yourself first if the reason for doing that is to help others better?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
It needs time. You need time to you first need to think about yourself, then you need time to think about others and what you can do for them.
Okay. So, what if there were no others to think about? Like, let's say you were just living by yourself on a desert island. and no one else is around. So there's no one else to consider. I guess you would spend a lot of time thinking just about yourself, what you
No,
need.
like
No?
what do I do?
Well, maybe
And
you
thinking
try
about
to
what will I do?
get food to
Yeah, get
survive,
food.
and you have to think about what you need to do in order to get food, get water, stay warm, or not get too hot, not get too cold. It's a survival kind of situation. So you would just be thinking about yourself. Um, now, would that be selfish?
No, because there's no other people.
Okay, but you are just you're thinking about yourself first. But I guess there other people have to be around in order for inaction to count as selfish.
Yes.
Okay, so then what would we call it if we don't call it selfish? Uh, but you are doing things that benefit yourself. How would we label that? Is he being selfless
Maybe.
even when he's taking care of himself?
Yeah. I
Usually,
don't know. It's a deep conversation. You know.
it seems like there's a place for a word, another word, because selfless usually means you're thinking about others first.
Yeah.
Selfish, to go with your definition, you're thinking about yourself first, at least in a situation where others are around. But if there's no one else around and you're not thinking about anyone else, it seems like you're not selfless or selfish,
Yeah.
but you're still doing things that benefit yourself.
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe we need another word.
Exactly.
And it seems like we. So is there just a missing word in our language?
Yeah. When you think about it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
We can come up with that other word if we think we have a hole to fill here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.